Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you what you need to change in order to get it ready to upload on your new server. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the zip file because I've already unzipped it. I don't want to have folders and files along here that I don't need, just to keep things from being confusing. Okay, so here's my directory that I have things in, and here are my WordPress files. Now, the first thing we need to do is go to the wp-config.php. Now what we want to do is right click on this and do an open with, and you want to open it with Notepad. Okay, so this is what we're going to make some changes to first. Now, the next thing we need to do is create a database, because we need the database and then we need to get the contents from that database or the parameters and put it in here. Okay, so we're going to come back here. We're going to go down to our database section. Okay, and then I'm going to use a database wizard. Okay, and this is going to let you create a new database. Now, it doesn't matter whether you're on a new server or you're just moving it to a new domain. It's going to still work exactly the same. Okay, so let's call this new Acne for our new Acne site. Click our next step. Okay, I'll give it a username now. I'm going to give it the same username. You can use the same or different. It's probably better that you use a different one. Now we want to make a strong password, so I'll use the password generator. I'll copy this. Say I've copied the password and click use password. Okay, now at this point we're going to want to open up Notepad so we can save some parameters. Okay, so I have pasted my password into here. And let's go back here again. Let's continue now. So we create the user. And then what we need to do is give them all privileges to the user. This is a database user we're creating. And then we come up with this. So we can just copy this line into our Notepad. Okay, now we can finish with our configuration file now. So we'll go over here. Now, we need to change a few things in our configuration file. We need to change the database name and the username. They're the same in this case, so I can just copy one and use it in both spots. But if you made them different, make sure you put the username where the username goes and the database name where the database name goes. Okay, so you'll find in here your parameters. So we look for database name first. User, here's the user. So we replace the old one with the new one. And here's where the password goes. And down here we need to put in the database since it's the same. Okay, so here it is up here. Paste that in there. Okay, now we need to go get the password that we saved right here. And we put that in where the DB password is. So that's this one right here where it says password. So we paste that in there. Okay, and then the DB host. Now we're going to go over and make sure we have the right host name. So to do that, you're going to go back home here, back to databases, and back to phpMyAdmin. Now if you're moving servers, you're definitely going to be changing this, or you may have to change it. If you're on the same server, then it's going to be the same. But in any case, you'll find it up here at the top left, and you'll see here it says localhost. So that is the name of my database server host name. Okay, so there's nothing to change there. So that's all we need to change in this file. So we're going to save this now. Okay, so at this point we're going to do two things. We're going to upload the files to our new location, and we are going to upload the database to the database host here using phpMyAdmin, and then we're going to modify some things in the database, and then we're done. Okay, so first let's start with uploading our new site. Okay, so I'm going to put it on a new domain in this case. So I'm going to upload it into a new folder. I'm going to create a directory for this. Now I could just as easily upload it to the root. So if I just typed in the domain name, the site comes up. But I'm going to put it in a directory. So I'll have to type in the domain name / and what I put here. So I'm going to say acne treatment. Okay, and then double click there and enter that directory. Now on this side, we need to go into here until we find the WordPress files. Okay, now you don't upload CGI bin, okay, but everything else you can just upload. So we'll select them all and then deselect CGI-bin. Okay, so this is going to upload everything for us. So right click and upload. Okay, and that's going to upload to our server. So while that's going on, we go back to our database. We find our database, and you'll see over on the left here, this is new acne. I'm going to right click on that, or I'm going to click on that. Okay, and you'll see that this is empty. So what we need to do now is do an import. So click import. Okay, and then we're going to choose file. Okay, and then we're going to choose our SQL file that we just backed up. Okay, and then come down here and click go. And that will bring all the data from your old database to your new database. Okay, and you'll see that it is successful. Okay, now we need to change some things within the database. So on the left side here, we need to go to options. Okay, and where we have site URL here, we're going to need to edit that. If we click on a little pencil over here, it'll bring it up for us. And then we can just change it right here. So you put the new location that you have uploaded it to. Okay, so we're going to copy that because we need it in another spot. So there it is. So we're going to click go. Okay, so just double check that it looks right here. Make sure that's where you uploaded it. Okay, now we're going to roll down some more. Okay, we'll click the next down here now. Okay, and here it is, the home page here. So we're going to edit this. Paste that in there. And click go. Okay, and that's all we need to do for now. So let's go check on the progress of our upload here. So we'll just wait for that to finish now. Now the good thing about doing it this way is it's uploading everything at once for you. You got all your WordPress installed, plus all your plugins are going up there in your theme, and everything else that you've installed is all going up in one shot here. Okay, so we'll just wait for this to finish. Okay, so now everything is uploaded. Now all we have to do is type in the URL for the site in our browser bar and bring up the site and test it. If all goes well, it should pop up right away. Okay, so I just typed in the URL and here it is. Now at first glance, it appears like it's working, but there are some more things we have to do. For instance, if we go to the article here and we click on it, you'll see we're getting a 404 page. Okay, so we need to go in and we need to make a couple changes. So what you want to do now is sign in. Okay, now what we want to do is go down to settings here, and then go into General. Just make sure that everything is right in here. So this is our domain name that we put it in. Just make sure that everything here is correct, and that all looks good. Okay, now what we want to do is go down to permalinks, and then we want to click Save Changes. Okay, now if you have any plugins that need to be changed after that, you usually get a message here. So I have something called nRelate plugin on here. Brings up related posts. So we need to re-index the nRelate here as it says. Okay, so we'll go down and there's a re-index for nRelate here. Just click on that. It doesn't look like it really needs it because it's not highlighted. Okay, so now let's go back and do some more testing. So let's go visit the site. Let's click on a link. Okay, this time we got it all fixed. So usually it's the permalinks that are going to get you when you first go in, because the htaccess file that you uploaded with the rest of it has different settings. So once you do that, everything should work. So just click on your different parts of your site, make sure everything is working correctly, and that's it. We now have our site uploaded to a new domain name. And it doesn't matter if the domain name is on the existing server or on a new server.